Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to our ISKCON Bulla official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, 12th chapter, text 26 onwards. This is regarding killing of Aghasura demon. Tavat pravishtastu asuro dharantaram param na girna sisava savatsaha प्रतीक्षमानेन बकारी वेसनम अतः स्वकांत स्मरणेन रक्षसा. In the meantime, while Krishna was considering how to stop them, all the cowherd boys entered the mouth of the demon. The demon, however, didn't swallow them, for he was thinking of his own relatives who had been killed by Krishna and was just waiting for Krishna to enter his mouth. So Sripad Vishnu Jacob Thakur in Saraswata Sindhika says, just as Krishna was deciding to stop them, the boys entered the serpent's mouth, but the serpent didn't swallow them. Why didn't he swallow them? The demon was remembering the death of his brother and sister, Aghasura Kanta Smaranena, at the hands of the Lord, so he was waiting for Krishna. One should not think that Krishna's Satya Sankalpa Shakti, that is potency that fulfills everyone's desire of the Lord, was thwarted because Krishna couldn't stop the boys from entering the serpent's mouth, though he wanted to. On the other hand, Krishna's devotees had a desire to be saved by Krishna if by chance they were swallowed by the demon. Of the two desires, the desire of the devotee prevails, according to the principle that the Lord is controlled by his devotee. This was perfectly arranged by Krishna's ever-watchful lila Shakti, which harmonizes everything by removing all seeming contradictions. So, the next verse, that is verse 27, it is said, Tan Vikya Krishna Shakala Bhayaparda Prado Hi Ananya Natham Shokarat Avachyutan Dinasya Mrityur Jataragni Bhasan Grunardito Dishta Kritena Vismita. That means Krishna saw that all the cowherd boys who didn't know anyone about him, who didn't know anyone but him as their Lord, had now gone out of his hand and were helpless, having entered like straws into the fire of the abdomen of Aghasura, who was death personified. It was intolerable for Krishna to be separated from his friends, the cowherd boys. Therefore, as if seeing that this had been arranged by his internal potency, Krishna was momentarily struck with wonder and unsure of what to do. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Saraswata Sindhika says, seeing that the boys were helplessly beyond his control, like jewels slipping from one's hands, and that they were entering like straws into the fire of the snake's stomach, Krishna became filled with compassion. Dhrunaya Arditaha. Krishna was astonished at the actions of his lila Shakti, Dishta Kritena, or of time, in making the cowherd boys enter the serpent's mouth. What is the cause of Krishna's astonishment? The Lord thought it is not possible for these cowherd boys to have prarabdha karma. Besides, the super soul doesn't give them the tendency for karma, because the super soul is my expansion and doesn't do anything unfavorable to me. Therefore, the lila Shakti has made this seemingly unfavorable arrangement with a desire to put me, who abound in prema, in a compassionate mood, karuna rasa. And seeing this unfortunate situation, it astonishes me how she controls me, the very form of all rasas and the king of all lilas, Lila Purushottam. Though Krishna's sorrow due to separation from his friends remained, it somewhat reduced to the rise of astonishment, Vismaya Bhava. This is the meaning here. So, verse 28 says, that krityam kim atrasya khalasya jivanam nava amisam cha satam bhisanam dvayam katham syat iti samvichantya gyantva visat tundam asyesadrig hari. Now, what was to be done? How could both the killing of this demon and the saving of the devotees be performed simultaneously? Krishna, being unlimitedly potent, decided to wait for an intelligent means by which he could simultaneously save the boys and kill the demon. Then he entered the mouth of Aghasura. So in the purport of Prabhupada Maharaj says that Krishna is known as Ananta Virya Sarvagya because everything is known to him, because he knows everything perfectly well. It was not difficult for him to find a means by which he could save the boys and at the same time kill the demon. Thus, he also decided to enter the demon's mouth. In verse 29, it is said that Tada Ganachada Deva Bhayadha Heti Chakusu Jahusu Jecha Kansadya Konapas Tu Bhagavandava. When Krishna entered the mouth of Aghasura, the demigods hidden behind the clouds exclaimed, Alas, alas! But the friends of Aghasura, like Kansa and other demons, were jubilant. Ha ha! The same words are used by Sanskrit. Sorry. In the purport of Vishnu Thakur says that when Krishna entered the mouth of Aghasura, the demigods hiding behind the clouds out of fear of Kansa exclaimed, Alas, alas! Ha ha! Though the demigods were aware of the Lord's powers, because they are also devotees, they shouted in anxiety for Krishna's safety. The intrinsic nature of bhakti is affection, and the nature of affection is to sometimes lose one's power of discrimination. Kansa, his Rakshasa friends, the word called Kaunapa means eaters of corpses, and the sons and brothers of Aghasura rejoiced on hearing the news from their spies. They also said, ha 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 ha, like they laughed and they lamented. The same words are used by Sanskrit, by this Bhagavatam. That's why you can release if you understand Sanskrit a little. So, in the next verse, that is verse 30, it is said that Tatsutva Bhagavan Krishna tu abhaya sarvavatsakam churni chikitsur atmanam tarasa babhride gale. When the invincible Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, heard the demigods crying, Alas, alas, from behind the clouds, he immediately enlarged himself within the demon's throat just to save himself and the coward boys, his own associates from the demon who wished to smash them. When the purport of Prabhupada Maharaj says that such are the acts of Krishna, Pritranaya Sadhunam, Vinasaya Chaduskutam. By enlarging himself within the throat of the demon, Krishna suffocated and killed him, and at the same time saved himself and his associates from imminent death, and also saved the demigods from lamentation. In this way, what will happen next, I will take it in the next episode. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like our channel, and get blessings of Lord. Hare Krishna.